Peace, family. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, you know what to do. Hit that subscription icon, hit the post notification bell and select all. That way you will be notified every time we go live or every time we do upload a video to this platform, okay? If you're interested in reading, the website will be up soon, and we're going to get to the nitty gritty. I promise you that, y'all. We're going to get to the nitty gritty. Like, to be honest with y'all, I enjoy helping people, man. Like, especially seeing as how I've been through it. So I'm able to see it on other people when they're going through it, you know? And I know there's so many of y'all out there that really need somebody that's going to be genuine when it comes to actually helping you and giving you the knowledge in terms of just being able to, like, get through this, okay? And so with that being said, the website will be up soon, and I look forward to working with a lot of you guys, all right? And let's go ahead and jump into the energy of this reading. Spirit, we ask that you come through and that you give clear and accurate information, and that the information that you give be not only honest, but beneficial in terms of just giving us something that we could take with us throughout our day that would keep us 2 to 3 steps ahead of those that would like to come up against us in any way, form, or fashion. We ask that with the tools being given, that you would take this information and that you would put it into as a simple form as possible. Talk to me, Spirit. What is it that the collective needs to know? What is it that the collective needs to know? What do we need to know? And I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. Like, whether y'all want to believe it or not, man, this world is not built for the righteous, man. It's just not. You see the righteous, man, it's always as if the righteous are the tail. And when you deal from things from a demonic standpoint, it always seems like they're the head. This world is not meant for the righteous. We lack because we are righteous, and we're choosing to walk a more righteous path. All right. And so with that being said, man, you got to fight to become that head. Okay, Spirit, can I get one at a time, Spirit? Thank you. One at a time, Spirit. What do we need to know? What does the collective need to know today, Spirit? What does the collective need to know today? What does the collective need to know? Somebody is going through a lot of like war and strife. Whoever this is, I feel like this is somebody who's most definitely not obedient at all. This could be somebody who's going through a lot of war and strife for their lack of obedience. Somebody could be like somebody could be about 34 years of age. Somebody could even be about 43. Yeah, this could be relationship and strife as well. Whoever this is, they could also be like going through a lot of relationship strife right now. Okay. And whoever this is somebody who desires to know why they're having all of this war and strife in their life when it comes to like their relationship. Okay. This could even be you. What else do we need to know? This could even be you. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, this is somebody who is like disregarding the rules when it comes to something. This could be somebody who doesn't play fair, who doesn't play by the rules, or they're just disregarding the rules. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody, man, who I don't know if they're not something that they didn't want to complete. They didn't want to complete a mission or something like that, okay? Yeah, this is somebody who's just not playing fair. They don't play by the rules, I guess, of a relationship. So what I'm getting is that whoever this is somebody who's having a lot of war and strife, and they want to know why it is that they're having this war and strife when it comes to their relationship, but it's because they don't play fair. This could be somebody who likes to cheat, who likes to step out. You see what I'm saying? And because of this, And for some of y'all, I don't know. I'm getting like a grandmother energy could be involved with this. I don't know. For some of y'all, it could be like a grandparent that's on their ass or something like that. Maybe like a father as well. A father or like an auntie or uncle. Somebody on your maternal side, okay? Or this could, for some of y'all, you have to understand that this is a collective reading. So I'm picking up on like many different, energies right now, right? So if it don't apply, let it fly. And if the shoe fit, wear it, all right? But yeah, somebody likes to disregard the rules. They don't like to play fair. They don't like to they don't like to be, if this is a cheater, then that would be a disregarding of a relationship rule. Like, especially if you made a promise to somebody to be exclusively dedicated to them. Okay? What else do we need to know? Spirit 111. So that could be the spirit manifesting this on the clock right now. Or they could be validating it. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know about this? Yeah. This is somebody, man, who couldn't complete the mission. They didn't put the energy into trying to complete the mission when it came to a relationship. Therefore, they're having a lot of strife in their relationship. This could be intimate, or it doesn't have to be. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody who's going to suffer, or they are suffering a lot of slavery and bondage when it comes to this. They're enslaved to something. This could be somebody who's enslaved to like some type of demonic entity or something. Yeah, this is somebody who could have, like, I don't know if they could have an sex demon, y'all, for some of y'all. This person could be somebody who's enslaved to some type of like demonic energy as well. If it's not a sex demon, it's most definitely like some type of like demon that they're enslaved to. They can have an entity attachment. They can have a sexually transmitted demon, STD. Yeah, this could be somebody who doesn't believe in spirit. They're atheists. Yeah, this is somebody who doesn't believe in spirit. They reject that. This is somebody who doesn't believe in God. They reject spirit. It's atheism and the rejection of spirit. Okay? And whatever their rejection, because of their rejection to spirit, they allow some type of like entity to become attached to them. They were able to have an entity attachment to them. This is somebody who's given a lot of dark energy, and they're suffering because of their rejection of spirituality, of their rejection to spirit and the Most High is what I'm getting, y'all. Like, and I'm getting like this could most definitely be somebody who acts like they believe. You see what I'm saying? Who acts like they are of the Most High, but they don't really believe wholeheartedly that in the Most High or spirit. Okay? Yeah, this is somebody who's very lazy and neglectful when it comes to their relationship. Okay? This is why they're having a hard time having a new beginning, and this is why it's a lot of war and strife when it comes to this situation. I don't know why spirit is feeling the need to put out like relationship advice right now. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this is, you must need to hear this, okay? You must need to hear, or if this is resonating to you, you must need to hear this. Somebody needs some type of like clarification. Maybe you going through some type of war strife, or maybe this is somebody that you were dealing with that's going through some type of like war strife, and they're sitting around and they're contemplating on this, okay? And they want to know why it is that they're going through this, and it's because they're lazy and neglectful when it comes to their relationships. They don't put in the energy that it needs to, in order for a relationship to thrive. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Therefore, they're having a hard time having a new beginning. And it won't be just the relationship that you in. It's going to be in every relationship. This is somebody who disregards the rule. They're very promiscuous in their energy, okay, is what I'm getting, okay? And if it is somebody that you're dealing with that you're not in an intimate form of relationship with from a relationship standpoint, you know, where it's a woman and a wife, or a husband and a wife, or it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is that you consider your relationship to be. This is somebody who's not very like, they're not very like trustworthy, okay? They're not somebody who's very loyal in your relationship. This is somebody, if this is a friend that we're speaking of, or if this is a partner, business partner, somebody like that, this is somebody who is not loyal to you. They'll run and talk to everybody about you. They will do these type of things inside of their relationship. They're not loyal, okay? This is what this is giving. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? They're neglectful of you. Yeah, whoever this is, they want some type of like reconciliation with you. They're seeking some type of like reconciliation with you. And Spirit is saying they're even being lazy when it comes to that. This is somebody who doesn't want a war and strife anymore, but they're even being lazy when it comes to that. Yeah, this is somebody that you having a lot of like conflict. This could have been somebody that you had a family with. It's a lot of family conflict going on between y'all right now. Okay, somebody could be about 35 years of age. You could be anywhere between 34, 35, like, or in your 30s in general. Does not have to be, but this is most definitely what's going on. This is somebody from your past, man. Or they could have even messed with a male from their past, a masculine energy from their past. Okay, but this is somebody who really wants to reconcile with you, man. But they like to disregard the rules, and it causes a lot of war and strife, especially when it comes to the relationship, and especially because it's somebody who's like lazy and neglectful. Like, when I say that, this is somebody who does not put anything into the relationship. I feel like they expect, but they don't want to give. They expect, they don't want to give. They project, but they don't look at themselves in terms of what it is that they could be doing in order to make that relationship more fulfilling. You see what I'm saying? So this is someone who expects you to give all of your energy to the relationship, for you to make sure that they're happy, but they don't feel the need to look at themselves and see where it is that they're not making you happy, okay? And therefore, they cause the relationship to be null and void. You see what I'm saying? As well as like they're just lazy. Like they're not someone who is willing to participate when it comes to the rules, okay? Like I say, this could be somebody who has a very promiscuous nature. Yeah. Somebody is looking for some type of like motivation when it comes to this. They're looking for some type of like motivation to reconcile it, or you could be very motivational in terms of like whatever this relationship is. Yeah. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is somebody who's very deceiving, man. They're very deceiving. Like, this is somebody who I feel like they caused a lot of endings. Excuse me, somebody don't want this to come out, y'all. They caused a lot of endings to the relationship because of their deception. Okay, and because of their disregarding of the rules, because of them not wanting to be in so many, like I say, it could depend on who it is that this is resonating with right now. But whoever this person is, they're very deceiving. Okay, and this is why it caused a lot of endings in a relationship. They didn't want to play by the rules of the game. Like I said, if we are talking about somebody that you are in an exclusive relationship with from an intimate standpoint, then they cheated a lot. They lied a lot. You see what I'm saying? They did a lot that did not align with what it meant to be in an exclusive relationship, in a monogamous relationship. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who was very deceiving. And I feel like their deception has caused them to become a slave to some type of demonic energy. I cannot make it up. Somebody has a demonic attachment. Whoever this is has a demonic attachment on them. Okay? And this is somebody who truly does not believe in the Most High. They reject spirit. They were deceived too by whatever demonic energy this is. What else do we need to know, spirit? Yeah, they was participating in some type of like black magic as well. They could have, or somebody could have been doing black magic on them that caused them to be lazy and neglectful when it comes to the relationship. It could have caused a lot of war and strife. It could be that somebody is participating in some type of black magic, or it could have been somebody that they were dealing with that was doing some type of black magic that put them in this energy of like being neglectful toward the relationship, having a lot of war and strife when it came to the relationship. And they also could have, like, if they did have some type of intercourse with this person, it could have been that they received like a sexually transmitted demon from this person. Okay? Yeah. And you know, this is all possible because of their rejection of spirituality, of their rejection of the Most High. This is what Spirit is saying. It ain't on me. Yeah. This is somebody who doesn't believe, and they don't have to tell you this. They don't have to tell you that they don't believe. The actions show. You know, they can look. I'm gonna tell you something. You get away with a lot with words that's coming out of your mouth, but the spirit knows your heart. You see what I'm saying? They see what you don't see. They hear what you don't hear. All of these type of things. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know, spirit? Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody could have been made some type of like false promises, or they could have made you a lot of false promises when it came to this relationship, or they could have made a lot of false promises. And I feel like somebody might try to come back in and reconcile with you with a lot of false promises. They may talk about what it is that they're going to do, how it is that they're going to try to change, so on and so forth, but they're not going to really put that energy in. Give me a second, y'all. Gotta get some air in here. Got some incense lit. Okay. But yeah, this is somebody who's going to make like either they made a lot of false promises, or they're going to make a lot of false promises to get you to reconcile with something. But this is somebody who's most definitely just in the energy of just disregarding the rules, man. They don't want to be righteous. And because of that, not only with your relationship, it's going to cause relationship strife with everybody that they get with. Okay. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know? This could be somebody who likes to have a lot of SEX bareback too, because spirit said bareback. Okay, this is somebody who does not like to use protection when they lay down with others. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know? Else do we need to know? Yeah. Somebody is trying to like reconcile in order to get like a restoration of life. It could be that this person, that they're lacking the energy that they need. It's almost as given like this person wants to reconcile with you in order to feed off of your energy so that they can get that boost that they need. Because you may be somebody who's a high vibrational person, and this person would use you as like a battery to recharge. You see what I'm saying? And whoever this is, like they need you to come in and remotivate them and recharge them in order for them to have this restoration of life. You see what I'm saying? To take them out of this laziness and this neglectful energy that they're in, okay? And I feel like they're going to make you a lot of false promises to come in. For some of y'all, they could have dealt with like a sibling or something like this, or this could be like a sibling that you was dealing with. You know, this could have been like a relationship between you and a sibling, okay? But yeah, you could be somebody who's very motivational, somebody who speaks like a lot of positivity. And this person needs that. They need to be in your aura, in your energy field, in order to be able to take some of that energy and be able to, like, you know, remotivate themselves, man. And I feel like they're going to come in making a lot of false promises in order to get this done. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Spirit is telling me to get a deck from over here to work with. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, this is somebody, man, who wanted to like, they created a lot of war and violence. They used acts of violence against you. Okay? Now they want to reconcile. so that you can, you know, they could have tried to put you in this energy of being lazy to try to stop you from being focused with the angel number 44. You know, to try to stop you from having positive energy beginnings from coming in. But yeah, somebody most definitely used a lot of war. They waged war with violence against you. They was very deceptive about this as well. They lied about it. You see what I'm saying? Now they want to reconcile. Because they're having a lot of war and strife in their lives. Is what's going on. Yeah. Somebody feels like just yeah, I feel like whoever you are, man, you get like somebody is trying to gain some type of like fast information on how to get this done. And I feel like whoever you are, you're somebody who's very intellectual, and they know that you can give them like information that comes to you. Like you get information easy. It comes to you quick and easy. And whoever this is, they're trying to like come in and get that information from you because they're going through a lot of war and strife. They need you to motivate them. This could be a sibling. This could be a sibling, man. Somebody like an older sibling that's on your father's side or something like that. For some of y'all, talk to me, Spirit. That's what Spirit is showing me. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Like you could always have like positive words to say. Okay. And this person knows that. What else do we need to know, Spirit? If this is not like an older sibling on your father's side, this is most definitely like a male sibling. A male sibling. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Come on through, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, somebody did some type of like scandal. They was a part of some type of like scandal. Yeah, they was a part of some type of like scandal that took place. Yeah, somebody who was motivated to cause like war and violence on you. Now they want to restore a relationship with you. Yeah, somebody was they was a part of like some type of war and scandal that took place with you. Yeah, they deceived you, man. Disregarded the rules as well. Especially if they was waging like warfare on you. People don't understand that even when it comes to like spirituality, there is rules and regulations. There's things that you can do, things that you can't do, people that you can touch, people that you shouldn't touch or you can't touch. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be out here just waging war on somebody because you found something out. They neglected you through all out their life. They cheated on you. They did like, these are the things that you can't, they disrespected you out of their mouth. Like, bro, these are the things that you shouldn't be doing. Okay. And a lot of people will find themselves going through things, whether it's now or later. You will find yourself going through things just because you participated on it. Some people will find themselves going through things because they knew about it and didn't speak up about it. They'll sit back and allow people to watch you. Sit back and watch people wage a war on you and had nothing to say about it. Yeah. They could have even did this for some type of like fortune or fame. Somebody could have did this for some type of like fortune or fame. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Okay. Yeah, now somebody could be isolated right now. This could be somebody that's isolated right now and they're looking for some type of like solitude, but most definitely somebody is isolated right now. Okay. Somebody is most definitely isolated right now. And they could be like, they could be enslaved or have some type of like bondage to this spirit. And spirit just validated that. Somebody most definitely is like, and this spirit, whatever spirit that they're working with or they're slave to, has put them in some type of like isolation or bondage. And they're looking for some type of like motivation to restore their lives. Whoever this person is, this is somebody who's not seeking any any like comfort right now because they had like a lot of false. This is somebody, man, who criticized you. They did a lot of criticizing of you, and it was a lot of lies. This could be a child, but some of y'all, this could be a male child. Okay, this could be a male child, is what Spirit's showing me. All right, yeah, this person who did like this could be somebody who falsely criticized you. They made a lot of false allegations on you. They could have lied on you, about you, things like that. I'm telling you, man, the Most High is not showing this person any grace right now. They're not showing this person any grace right now. I feel like this person is trying to like seek some type of like universal medicine, but they're having a lot of family conflict right now. They're trying to seek like help from the universe in order to reconcile this situation, this family conflict that they're having right now. But they're having a hard time completing some type of like mission. Yeah, this is somebody who was not obedient, man. Obedient to like the Most High. This is what I'm getting, y'all. And I'm telling you, man, this is somebody who they wanted to wage war on you in order to gain some type of success, and that success is in the reverse. They're not going to be able to gain that success that they had. Okay? Yeah. And it's like, man, they was trying to like gain some type of desire. And whatever desire that like they're being blocked off from any desire to know why this is. It's like you already know why this is. You seeking for answers that you already know. And the fact that you're not willing to admit that or accept your fault in that, and you're looking around everywhere else where you know where it is that you should know. You see what I'm saying? Or what it is that you should be doing, and you know why it is that you're in this position, is causing things to be even worse for this person. This is somebody who's having a hard time being successful. Yeah, this is somebody, man, who wanted to, like, they was looking for some type of life. They made you out to be like, let me look into this. Because I'm telling you, somebody, man, something about advice. Let me see what this is, y'all. I apologize. I'm going to look into this. It's something about advice, right? That was going on. Okay? Give me a second. But yeah, this is most definitely somebody, y'all, who they created a scandal, y'all. They was a part of some type of scandal that they shouldn't have participated in. That's why I'm gonna keep it real with you, y'all, man. Like, and when it comes to people who believe in the Most High, they're not perfect. That don't mean that they're not going to have their days to where they're going to be like always, they're going to be down, where they're going to have negative mindsets, to where they're going to do like shit that they shouldn't be doing. But see, you have to understand that the Most High judge is based on the heart. You see what I'm saying? David wasn't perfect. He wasn't perfect in all his ways. You see what I'm saying? Even when he was chosen to be the king, when he was anointed, he was somebody that was a field worker. He worked in the field. He wasn't a perfect person. You see what I'm saying? And even when the Most High anointed him and he went through his strife and his struggles to get to where he was and he became king, he still did something that was at fault. You see what I'm saying? But when he, like, when he covered one of his most honorable soldiers' wife and then put him on the front of the line to be unalive, he still, you know, after being held accountable for that and then admitting to his faults so that he would gain the relief from his town, from the phantom that they was going through. You see what I'm saying? He was forgiven. Lost children be added and everything. He was forgiven because he took accountability for that. Whoever this person is, man, this is somebody who's not willing to take accountability for their actions, and they will not be forgiven until they're able to do that. You see what I'm saying? This is why I tell y'all, like, a person can say anything, but you need to pay attention to their actions, their heart. Where's your heart at? You telling me that you love God. You preaching all of these sermons. You doing all these things, but you ain't really in that energy. Your heart don't speak that for you. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, this is what this is, man. This is somebody who's not willing to to like admit to their own personal vices, their bad habits, their own faults, what it is that they did to deceive. So whoever this is, they're not willing to do that. And this is an issue for them. This is an issue for them. They don't want to admit to some type of black magic that they was doing. This is what this is. Spirit is saying somebody was doing black magic and they're not admitting to it. Yeah, and therefore they're being made a slave to whatever dark entity that they was working with during this black magic that they was doing. And it's turning their life upside down, y'all. I can't make it up. Whoever this is, this is turning their lives upside down. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this situation? Yeah, this is somebody who was very rebellious. Okay? They were very rebellious. Somebody who does not want to submit to the higher order of things. This is why they will not receive any universal medicine. Like, you can go get all the herbs you want to try to heal from whatever sickness that the Most High and your spiritual chain or this demonic energy is putting on you right now. Okay? Because this is somebody who's they're atheists at heart. They don't believe in the Most High. They've already rejected spirit and they don't believe in the Most High. Okay? And therefore, they're not getting the revelations that they need. The things that they need to be revealed to them concerning some type of deception is not coming to them. They're not getting the divine forgiveness that they need because of the war and violence that they waged on you in order to gain some type of success that they're not going to get to begin with because of their rebellion and their lack of submission to this higher order. Okay? What else do we need to know? Yeah, this is somebody who was learning like fast information. They was going to somebody like, and I tell people, man, you have to study these things, man, or you have to be called to them. Because when you're called to them, it hit different. Spirit will show you what it is that you need to be shown. Because it's a certain order in which you're doing things, right? Whoever this person is, they had no knowledge of what it is. They went to somebody, they could have went to a YouTube page. They could have went to somebody who was doing it and they weren't doing it the right way. But because they was doing it and they was working it, it intrigued this person. You see what I'm saying? Because whatever they were doing was working. It intrigued this person's, infatuation with it, and they wanted that quick knowledge. They just wanted quick knowledge of what they can get from it. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, somebody made them a lot of false promises, man. Yeah, it caused them a lot of spiritual troubles for doing this. Put them in like an energy of being lazy. They was made a lot of false promises as well. Somebody could even be right now making them false promises that they can help them restore their life, but they can't. And they're trying to give them more black magic in order to be able to get this done. Like, this is a hard-headed motherfucker right here, man. They got a lot. This is somebody who has like evil behavior. This is somebody who does a lot of evil things, y'all. Like, they participate in a lot of evil shit. I can't make it up. You know, or they were participating at one point in a lot of like malevolent, which means to be evil or demonic. You see what I'm saying? Dark energy. Okay. But they participated in this and they wanted to wage war on you and violence. And it's causing a lot of war and conflict between them. Could be like family. Somebody want to reconcile with you though. Yeah, they spiritually troubled right now, man. They trying to gain some type of fast magic via magic that's digging their ass into a deeper hole. I want y'all to understand, man, for those of you who are practitioners, magic can't solve everything. It can't. Magic cannot solve everything. It's not meant to do that. This is somebody who runs to it all the time. Dark magic. Dark magic. Let me run to this. I lost my spouse. Let me run the magic to try to pull my spouse back to me. No, the only thing that can solve that because you have to understand if the relationship is not there. This is how it works anyway. You have to have a relationship with that person. If you and this person is at odds and you ain't got the relationship, this person is already tugging and pulling, ain't no magic in the world gonna pull this person back to you. The only thing that can make that better is for you to step in and reconcile that from a righteous standpoint. Look, I was doing some shit behind the scenes, man, because of this, that, and the other, man, and I just want to bring peace. And see, you have to understand, because of that, you'll be able to walk away from the bondage that you have tied yourself to when it comes to this entity because it has nothing else to hold over your head. It has nothing else to hold over your head. And whoever this is, they're not doing that. They're running and trying to go back to magic to solve that issue. And because of that, they're not getting the restoration of life that they need. This is somebody who could be drained and they're in this energy of being very neglectful. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who was not willing to come in and put the effort into the relationship to begin with. That's another issue that's being had. You see what I'm saying? And they're working with somebody that's making them a lot of false promises. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this person is participating in a lot of folly, bro. They being lied to. Somebody is lying to this person. They lying to this person about helping them with some type of like restoration in life, and they participating in a lot of folly to have this done. Okay, somebody could even have tried to like, cause this is the owl of Moloch right here. This is telling me that somebody could have even tried to offer up their children, whoever this is, because Moloch heavily deals with child offerings. You see what I'm saying? And I'm a teacher, y'all, so I know these things. I've taught about Moloch. I've taught about the real definition of what Easter means in terms of like, you know, how Easter is the preparation for December. When we get into like, you know, Christmas and things like that. You feel me? It's preparing for the offering of December. You see what I'm saying? Which if you rocking with me and you follow me on other platforms, you're going to hear about a lot of these teachers, especially with the website I'm building, okay? But yeah, this is somebody who participated in a lot of folly, y'all. They was waging a lot of war on you, and now they want reconciliation because they're suffering a lot of war and strife. Somebody who was being like, they was doing, they had a lot of like, they waged war on you from a violent standpoint. They waged a lot of acts of violence against you in order to gain some type of success. They could have even tried to offer their children up to gain some type of success if this is somebody that you was dealing with. Okay. Yeah, this is somebody who's very lustful, even in their solitude right now. They have a lot of lustful energy. Okay. Even with somebody who's right now, who's like by themselves, and for some of y'all, this could be like a wife on your father's side, maybe like an uncle or somebody like that. They could even been dealing with like somebody on your father's side of the family. Okay. Or, you know, this could have been even a child. Like I say, for some of y'all, like make it fit where it fit. If it don't apply, then let it fly. But whoever this is somebody who's lust and weak wills. Like they have a lot of lustful energy, even while they're right now, even while they're being isolated, whoever they're being lustful to, they're being made a lot of false promises. Okay. And this is somebody who's going through a lot of relationship strife because of their lust. I cannot lie. Because of their lustful energy. This is why they're going through a lot of strife right now. I can't make it up. Somebody is suffering a lot of strife right now because they don't know how to, if it's a woman, they don't know how to keep their legs closed. They don't know how to have a relationship that does not deal with lust, that does not, when I say lust, or they don't know how to control their lustful energy. They see somebody or somebody likes them, somebody tells them that they like them, somebody shoots a shot at them, and they're all for it. They're in for that. You see what I'm saying? Even right now, they have a lot of lust in them right now. Even if you're not with this person and this person is by themselves, they're leading with their lustful energy. Okay, this is that energy, and I feel like whoever this could be somebody with the mindset that SEX heals everything. Okay, if I can get them in there and I can beat their back out, or if I can give them some of this good old, hot pocket, you feel me? Everything will be different. I can, this their mindset. Okay, Spirit wanted me to pull from this deck. I was gonna go with another deck, y'all. Okay, Spirit say pull from this one. What else do we need to know about this situation, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Yeah, whoever you are, man, you too busy winning. You winning right now, man. While this person is in some type of like solitude, being very rebellious against whatever it is. They could be very rebellious against you. They could have made a lot of false promises to you as well, caused a lot of war and strife in your life, but you're winning right now, okay? You could be gaining some type of like restoration of life, and this person is being rebellious toward. They could still be being in a rebellious energy towards you. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, I don't know, it's something about some type of like travel. Okay, somebody could be making some type of like false promises. Somebody could, they going through a lot of relationships to travel. Could be that somebody wants this person to travel to this person, or they could have been traveling to somebody who was making them a lot of false promises, thinking that they was going to give them some type of like restoration of life, but they caused them to be into some type of like solitude. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, this somebody, man, who was very, very like clout hungry. And they're no longer able to be in that energy anymore. They was very rebellious towards you out of clout. Okay? This could have been somebody who was saying anything, making up anything, somebody who was very drama felt. You see what I'm saying? When it came to you, they were very drama felt. Like they talked a lot of shit. They rebelled against you a lot. And now they're not in that energy anymore. They don't want to be in that energy anymore. Okay? For some of y'all, they could very well still be in that energy. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Or for some of y'all, they just can't do that. They just can't say that about you anymore because they don't have that connection that they had one to you anymore. Yeah, you could have lost interest into this person, man. You know, you could be rebelling from this person right now because you know that they have some type of like, they're in slavery or bondage to somebody, because this could also be somebody who they're being dictated by somebody else's authority. Somebody else is telling this person what to do, when to do it, how to say it, what to say it. You see what I'm saying? But this is somebody who's they were clout hungry. They said anything, they made anything up out of clout. They wanted to be looked at like a certain person. They wanted to gain some type of clout. They could very well be in that same energy right now. But I feel like you lost interest in this person because you know they have some type of avidity. This is somebody that you don't have, like you don't see this person as having good vibes. This is somebody who's not very positive at all. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a good chemistry. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Somebody could have even walked away from this person. Yeah, somebody, man, I'm talking about whoever you are, man. Somebody is rebelling, bro. They looking you up, bro, and seeing you in this. Whoever this person is, they're now looking you up, seeing you in this boss energy, or they're watching you be in this boss energy. Somebody could even be watching you on some type of phone. Maybe you got like some type of website or something. Maybe you do something on the internet and they're watching you be in this boss energy. They're seeing you be in this energy about to be some type of CEO. This could be somebody that's trying to gain some type of proof or some type of evidence as well about you doing something on the internet. Okay? And they're being rejected. They could be being rejected from this or whatever the case may be. Not getting whatever it is that they need to do. Somebody who's very lazy right now. And they could be wanting to gain some type of reconciliation with you because they see you in this boss energy. Somebody who's very stable right now. You could be a business owner. You could be somebody who's about to own some type, be a CEO or something that's going to make you like this self-made millionaire. I cannot make it up. Somebody is watching you and seeing you be in this energy. Yeah, this is somebody who's made a lot of false promises to move. Somebody is trying to get this person to move, trying to motivate this person to move, to travel to them, and they're being made like a lot of false promises. Or this could be you, that they're trying to get you to move back with them, to make them some type of like a lot of false promises. But whoever this is, I feel like they're trying to get this person to move to put them in a state of isolation. They want to isolate them with solitude. Okay, this is somebody who's not going to give them divine comfort at all. Okay, what else do we need to know? For some of y'all, this could be somebody that you moved away from because they was a clout chaser. They made a lot of false promises. What else do we need to know? Yeah, whoever you are, man, I'm telling you, man, this is somebody this could be somebody who was made some type of like, was deceiving. They was trying to take you out of your, out of some type of spotlight, okay? This could have been somebody who was in competition with you as well, but they were deceiving, y'all. They was talking a lot of shit. They wanted to see you taken out of your power, Okay? Somebody could be deceiving this person. I'm telling y'all, somebody laughed at this person and told them that they was going to give them some type of like fame or fortune for participating in some type of like black magic. Talk to me, spirit. Or black magic could give them some type of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this somebody, man, who's wasting their time, man. They done ran out of time. This somebody, man, who wanted you to feel stuck as well. They was doing black magic to make you feel stuck. This could be somebody who's somebody could have a disability who did this, who was doing black magic. I can't make this up. And their time is up right now. I can't make it up. They could be wanting to change, but this person's time is up right now. But this could be somebody who's disabled that was making these false promises to this person. They could have been getting some type of like, you know, trying to get some type of evidence on you or something like that. But whoever this is, man, this is somebody who was disabled. They could have been getting like, working with somebody who was disabled, who like, you know what I mean? Like they could have like a disability. Okay, and this person was doing black magic. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know? Or this could be somebody who's literally disabled. Yeah, they looking for some type of restoration of life, for waging some type of war on you. This person was somebody who was very rebellious. They going through a lot of spiritual troubles, okay? And they was made a lot of false promises by somebody who was really not uninterested in them. Or you could not be uninterested in this person anymore. Make it fit where it fit. If it don't apply, let it fly. Yeah, this whoever this is somebody who's going through a lot of bad karma. Since you could have walked away from this person, they going through a lot of bad karma right now. They isolated right now for being rebellious, for failing to submit to the Most High and waging war against you. They suffering a lot of bad karma, and this is most definitely the ancestors that's on their ass. I cannot lie. With the skull, I'm telling you, the skull was a representation of the ancestors, y'all. So this is your ancestors on their ass. Yeah, they getting hooked. I'm talking about they was hooked in to some type of spiritual troubles that they rebelled for. Like somebody reeled them in and told them that if they could cause some type of like violence or wage some type of like war against you, that they would gain some type of success. I can't make it up. And whoever this is, y'all, they was hooked in. They could even be trying to reel you in right now, still trying to hook you in. But this somebody, man, who's suffering right now with a lot of spiritual warfare. A lot of spiritual warfare. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Yeah, they was using scarcity tactics, man. Participating in a lot of folly to cause you spiritual troubles, using scarcity tactics. And they were trying to gain quick knowledge to get this done from somebody and indulging in folly. But these scarcity tactics is no longer working. They was trying to take you out of this spotlight. Whoever you are, you in the spotlight. And this is somebody who's very jealous of that. This could be somebody who has like a disorder, like they have some type of like they was participating in black magic. They wasting their time doing this shit. But like I said, this is somebody, man, who has like a disability. Or they was working with somebody who has a disability. Talk to me, spirit. Yeah, this is somebody who wants to come in and wage some type of, they want to argue with you, fight with you, but you're not interested in doing that. Somebody who was competing against you, trying to create scandals against you because you was in the spotlight. Because you were in the spotlight. Bro, sit down. Yeah, this is an impersonator. Somebody who wants to be like you. They can talk like you, act like you, dress like you. They ass in isolation right now. Talk to me, spirit. Come on up out of there. Yeah, they in isolation right now. They going through it. Yeah, somebody, man, who hated your light irritated their demons, man. And they rebelled against it. Now they looking, I'm getting that this person could be looking towards you now for some type of inspiration now. Whoever this is. Yeah, they want to be back in your life right now because they going through some type of spiritual troubles. Come on about that. I'm telling y'all, man, this cameraman kills me. My cameraman kills me, y'all. Yeah, somebody who could want to be back in your life right now because, like I said, look, they going through a lot. This is somebody who could be just thinking about this. They suffering a lot of bad karma, got a lot of spiritual troubles that they going through right now. Can't make it up. Okay. They was using scarcity tactics to do this. Gaining a lot of like fast information to do this. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, they in trouble, man. This is somebody who's most definitely in trouble. They was real into some shit. They could even be watching you from fake accounts. They could be watching you from fake accounts. Whoever this is, they like to watch you from fake accounts. Yeah, I'm telling you, to try to, like, this could be somebody who watches you. If you're on the internet in some type of way, they could watch you from the internet and then leave all type of dumbass comments. Like if you got somebody under your comment section talking crazy, that's this person. That's who this is. They want to wage a war against you. They want to, like, this is somebody who, man, this is a childish individual, okay? Who was doing black magic. The black magic ain't working the way that they thought it would. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, whoever this is, man, yeah, they was giving some type of money. Somebody could even been giving some type of money to move away from you, to move. Now they receiving bad karma. And they watching you be stable. This is somebody who was very lustful, that was using some type of like scarcity tactics as well. They could be trying to use some type of scarcity tactics right now that's not working. But in any event, somebody was paid to move away from you. If you was in a relationship with somebody and they all of a sudden just moved out of your life, this is because they was paid to do this. They was given money to do this. And they've been suffering bad luck because of that. You see what I'm saying? They were supposed to be getting some type of like evidence that they no longer have access to because this person has ran out of time. Now they want to come in and start some type of argument with you. They could physically want to fight you. And like I said, they could have been working with somebody who was in competition with you that paid them, like I said, to move away from you. And this is somebody who was like, they could have been very much in their lustful energy. You see what I'm saying? But look, y'all, this camera is acting like it don't want to stay still. And that's how you know the message is right, y'all. Okay, this is warfare. I apologize. Yeah, y'all, this is warfare. Like, make no mistake. Look how it's coming back in. You see that? But I'm going to end it right here, y'all. And with that being said, if anything I did say resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that like button up. And if you can, do not hesitate to donate to the channel. All donations will go back to the growth of the channel. And you could do so by leaving super stickers, all right? If you're interested in the reading, like I said, the website will be up soon. You'll be able to book with me exclusively then. And I want to thank my spiritual team for always coming through, giving clear and accurate information, being willing to do so on a day-to-day basis. And I ask that the Most High continuously bless them with the energy that they need in order to continuously do this. And I just want to leave you guys as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, love, light, and abundance to you all. Ashe, ashe, ashe.